Okay, howdy folks, Triton here, and I thought I would post this video online to show you a bit of gameplay footage with the Brits. Now this is one of my favourite planes, the Spitfire Mark 5B Trop, with a very nice skin on it from Sky Painter 303. I thought I'd jump straight into the action. I've already taken out my Firefly Mark 1, and you know, as usual, the thing is absolutely terrible. I was shot down almost immediately. So I've jumped back in this bit, and a bit angry with the way the Firefly thing happened, because quite frankly it's the worst aircraft I've ever flown, and I thought I would, instead of taking my Tiffy out to do a bit of boom and zoom, I would go in with a bit of a Spitfire action and have a little bit of fun. So as you can see there, I just took down a Hurricane. He was harassing some of our bombers, so I thought I'd quickly take him out. And I'm now keeping an eye on the spawners coming in to see whether he comes up to meet me. Now, seeing Skyengine have introduced this red skull symbol to indicate who previously killed you, people tend to lose all ability to think and just go straight for that particular person, which is just ridiculous. It's tempting, but I just can't be arsed with it. I think it's bloody ridiculous. So I'm now over the top of the pack, keeping an eye on what's behind me, and I'm going to look for targets of opportunity. Now, booming and zooming is not something I would usually do in a Spitfire. Well, not the 5B anyway. That's normally a mid-altitude term fighter. So I'm going to be a bit careful with who I pick off. Now, I can go for AP Guru, who was the guy who shot me down in my Firefly, but there's too many fighters behind him. I don't want to keep myself open for attack, so I'm going for this F6F, nice and easy, and extend through onto this Spitfire. I'm also heading towards my own fighters coming in, so I'll have cover if anyone gets on my tail. He doesn't know I'm there. Nice easy shots, and another kill in the bag. Just going to extend up and out of the way, keeping an eye on what's behind me. And yep, nice and safe. Now I put the title on this particular video as proactive or reactive. Now I like to think I'm proactive in this game. I've got a reasonable, I'd say reasonable, situational awareness, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. One of the problems I've got with the Spitfires is the amount of ammunition, and it's constantly running out, and I'm constantly forgetting to reload. Now, just taking a look at the scoreboard, and there's a guy there, Mad Max, in his Firefly, who is at the top of the enemy leaderboard, so I'm going to keep an eye on him, and whilst I'm doing so, I see this IL-2 coming in. He's completely separate from everyone else, heading my way, so I'm going to head him off with a nice bit of lead, because he's going so fast, and there we go. Nice easy kill. What I should have done was carry on in that direction and move away from the battle, but instead I go straight back into the thick of it. There's a few guys here, no one's paying attention to me, so a few opportunistic kills. Or kills, sorry. So that guy was moving a little bit erratically, he's clearly having lag issues. I'm going to move on to a different target, and here's a nice one here. Don't manage to secure the kill because I didn't bother keeping an eye on how much cannon ammunition I had. So, bit of dodging, get myself out of there, hopefully not crash into any of my teammates, and just move out of the battle area. No one's following me, that's all good, and let's move out of here. Oh dear, that was not good. Clearly having some issues there. So, going to gain a bit of altitude. Unfortunately, there's a lot of bad guys up top. I'm not going to be able to get up there, so again, targets of opportunity. Pick people out who are all by themselves, and hopefully not put myself in a danger that I just did. But Yak 7 coming in. He hasn't seen me, or he's not going for me, so I'm going to get a couple of pot shots hopefully. Yep. But he's obviously got a lot of energy. I'm not going to be able to hit him, so I'm going to let him move away. There's a bit of joystick issues there. So again, not looking what's going on. There's a Bowfighter behind me. Luckily he wasn't targeting me, so another easy kill. Okay. Again, situational awareness, see what's happening around me. I seem to be okay, so I've got 2 fighters here, chasing one of our Spitfires. Again, not keeping note of how much cannon ammunition I've got, but with the 2 Hispanos, they make short work of people, so that's when you hit them anyway. That's one down. Going to do as much as I can to this guy, and as you can see there's another fighter coming in above me, so I need to find out where he is. Looking at the mini-map, it looks like he is just behind me to the right, so there we go. Luckily again he wasn't targeting me. I think this whole gameplay footage is down to a lot of luck. I'm gonna a couple of pot shots, just missing that seat. Bit too hairy in here, so I'm gonna get the hell out of here. It's never good. Never stay on someone's tail when there's that much fire coming in, because you'll end up getting hit yourself. I'm not going to catch that Hurricane, so I'm just going to move away from the battle, but see another aircraft coming in. Luckily he wasn't targeting me, but I'm going to get a couple of shots downrange and luckily hit the guy. So, but there's no way I'm going to catch him. I'm not going to chase him. I'm going to move towards my own spawn area and take note of what's going on. I absolutely love this skin. All Australian Air Force. Lovely. So still not happy with the guys up front. Too many high targets. Mad Max is still on top. Yeah, if I go in there I'm going to make myself an easy target, so I'm going to put out to the side and gain a bit of altitude. And here comes Mad Max. Luckily I've seen him, but unfortunately for me, someone else distracts him. Now I was just going to move away and let that Hurricane get on with it, because I thought he had the energy advantage. I thought he was going to make short work of Mad Max, but nothing quite like lending a hand. Some people probably see this as still keeling. Still keeling? Kill stealing, but as you can see, the tide has turned. Mad Max is now on the Sea Hurricane, so I need to help out a bit. And surprisingly, didn't kill him. Never mind, come back in for another pass. And as you can see, tracer fire coming in, are now under attack from another Hurricane. Luckily I've got a friendly in the area who is distracting him as well, so that gives me the opportunity to swing on his tail. And bag myself another kill, but I'm now under attack again by another Hurricane, I think. But there's another aircraft coming in, it's like a yak. I'm going to swing around on his tail, which is the beauty of the Spitfire. You can. Yeah, this guy's going to die. There's a couple of Hispano shells in your face. DED, dead. Okay. He's moving away, I'm not going to catch him. I'm not even going to bother. Again, I'm going to move up out of the way, take stock of what's going on. Okay, there's another guy above, I'm not even seen him yet, and here he comes in, but luckily for me, again, he wasn't targeting me, so that's given me the opportunity to swing around, take a couple of pot shots. And immediately put him on fire. Some awesome aiming here from me. Oh god, that's terrible. Terrible. But nothing you can do now. Under attack yet again. That's target fixation for you. Luckily the guy was going so fast I managed to get him to overshoot and not sustaining a lot of damage myself. And I'm amazed what little damage I've sustained during the course of this game. I mean, the Firefly I got shot down within seconds, but this plane just keeps bouncing off those shells, which is obviously good for me because it means I can last a bit longer. So here's a guy shot me down, and luckily for me I've damaged him enough where he can't really manoeuvre, and that's him dead. Now I go evasive here because I see this P-51 but I couldn't see whether he was actually targeting me or not, so luckily he's not. I'm going to have to wait for the reload and then start throwing a few more rounds down range. I'm managing a crit with just my 303s. He's going down, but what the hell, more hits, more points. Now what I've just done I would not recommend for anyone to do. I am now deep in enemy territory and low and reasonably slow. I'm not too bad, but I'm all on my own and an easy target. Another one of my guys there, but I'll let him get on with it. Now, there's a guy I've recently shot down. He's asking for help, but too far away. And what I didn't notice is on the mini-map, some guy's just spawned in and he's coming straight for me. Start climbing, see AP Guru, and now he's moving towards me. See me all by myself, nice easy target, or what he thinks is an easy target. Then I've just realised there's two P-63s coming in, go a bit of evasive, which is the beauty of the Spitfire, and then I realise it's not 2 on 1, it's now 3 on 1. I'm not in a good position. I don't understand how I didn't get shot down here, but it never happened. I'm going to take a couple of pot shots at this guy, and then again, not a lot of damage. Now I'm just going to go low and evasive, head back towards all my teammates and hopefully not die. So I'm still managing to keep my speed at a reasonably high rate with wet. I can see all my guys coming in. It's a bow fighter almost on me, so that's a distraction I need. I'm going to swing it up around. Now they've broken off, they've not all targeted me. Again, I don't know how I survived this because I did sustain quite a lot of damage here, but it's not really affected the manoeuvrability of my plane, so that's one down. This guy's coming in behind me, so I'm just going to move on down, get out of his way. Sparkle Thunder. And where's the other guy? I've lost him, I think, and there we go. He should... no. There we go. Slotting nicely behind him, and that's why you shouldn't fly in a straight line. So having a look at damage to my plane, my engine's red and I realise I've only got 40 seconds of fuel left, so I'm out of it at the moment. I've got to head back to base, and luckily I am within range of my base to do so. There's nothing on my tail. I've stayed see, I don't understand how the manoeuvrability of my plane wasn't affected there, because if you have a look at it, immediately my wings are undamaged, but the rest of me is. I think I was very, very lucky with that lot. So all that's left to do is to head on to base for what can only be described as a true British textbook landing. But as I'm coming in, I'm having a look at the ticket counter. Now, although we are slightly ahead, we're not ahead by a large enough margin. So instead of just rearming, repairing and getting out of there, I'm going to have to change. I have to go into a fighter bomber, because obviously you get more rewards for securing a win. Look at that. Another thing to note, when you're slamming on the brakes, try not landing on your nose. Done that far too often myself. Oh, what happened to that bow fighter? I thought he was coming in to land. So red fuselage, black nose, black tail. Still managed to land. So time to jump out and jump into me Tivy.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Two £1,000 bombs should secure, hopefully, the win. Luckily the tanks are very close by, so I'm not having to put myself in any danger. Obviously my flight model's affected now with 2 large bombs attached to it. Now I didn't go straight in because I saw also that friendly player going. I thought he was going to drop some bombs, but he didn't. So I'm going to swing myself back around, and luckily I did, because I noticed that there were 2 tanks very close together. So 2 for the price of 1. Boom. Now I'm going to have a look at the other tanks down there, and again 2 more tanks very close together. There's only 2 more tickets left on the enemy team, and that's all we're going to need to secure the win. Nice one. And there you have it. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, because I definitely enjoy playing it. And with 14 kills, that's not too bad for 1 death. Very lucky for the most part. How I didn't get shot down, I don't know, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed.